So going back to the Findom stuff, what about you? You said you've had like 20 Findom dudes or something?
Yeah.
What's the most you've been paid?
About 500 at once.
At once? And what's the most total from one guy?
A couple thousand in total.
I should probably take that pen top back. I don't know why that wasn't collected.
Do you want me to slide it over to you?
That works. Okay.
Back in.
Here, how much total?
About a couple thousand.
Okay. And how much total have you made in total from all the guys?
Probably like 6 or 7K.
Okay. All right. Getting started.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. And then let's do a bit of a role play here. So I'm the simp or whatever. Hello, heavenly blessed beauty.
Fuck you, cunt. Send me money for coffee.
Oh my god.
Decaf or what kind of coffee do you want?
A cappuccino.
Cappuccino?
Quicker.
Yes, my dear.
Personally, I would not let that slide.
Hurry
What-
the fuck
what
up.
slide?
I don't hear the
Just called
ding.
you a cunt.
I don't hear the ding on
I'm
my
asking
phone.
her to do the role play. I'm curious how this goes. What's that?
I don't hear the ding on my phone. Quicker.
Oh. Damn, this feels like gross even to role play.
No, yeah, I know. It's
Dude.
unbelievable to think about.
Love it.
I can't.
This is like what the ninth circle of hell is.
I know,
would
right?
be
Yeah.
would be this. Would be a woman talking to you like that and you actually doing it. That would just be the ninth
Wanting
circle
to
of
do
hell.
it is the thing. Wanting to do it.
Dang. Do you ever you ever have like a rough day? Like you ever go to sleep and you're like, fuck, I'm fucked up from doing this shit.
Can't
No, I
relate.
think it's funny. I genuinely
Yeah?
laugh at
What
it.
about you, Kylie?
I love it.
You love it. I mean,
hurt you?
I know,
I think they just like to abuse someone. I mean, abuse man. And they monetized it, right?
so the question is,
Right.
do you like to abuse men?
Yes.
And they just monetize it, right?
And it is sad. It is sad what men are doing. It is sad what these girls are doing. Both are very, very young, and it's like, I mean, that's where the separation of the true relationship is happening. With us being isolated for so many years, and now it's like everybody is disconnected. It is.
And what about you? Do you like when someone or man abused you guys? Mentally, physically?
No.
Not at all.
I didn't consent to it, so no.
I think it shows the crisis of masculinity going on. Like, obviously, these guys are extremely beta. They have extremely beta fetishes and kinks. Like, it's the crisis of masculinity right there. Like, a real masculine man who is a provider for his wife isn't going to do this.
No, not at all.
Right.
Low esteem.
Yeah, but who is
Now, Laura, can
who
I
is
give you maybe a
spiking
little
this?
pushback on that?
Sure.
Perhaps they are the most masculine men on planet Earth. They're just extremely mentally ill, right? I think you're just taking advantage of mentally ill individuals.
Exactly.
I
That's
mean,
exactly
possibly.
what's going on.
It's a kink.
But there's some girls that want to be like choked in the bedroom
Can you
and
straighten your mic a bit?
yes, they want to be like. Wait.
Yeah, you're good.
Good. Okay. They want to be like choked in the bedroom and have like really like they want to be abused, but they get off to that. Like that is a turn on for them. So why?
Yeah,
not?
maybe,
Illegal.
but let's think about this a little bit.
be illegal.
Inside of this industry that you're in, the Findom industry, would you say if the roles were reversed and there was man who was doing the gonna abuse women for money thing, do you think that there would be nearly as
That's like
many
a double
females
standard.
participating as there are men?
No.
Well, there are.
I don't think so.
No.
No, you don't think so. Why do you think that is?
Because women are emotional
I think the
creatures.
question,
Where are you at?
Andrew, who's the question directed to?
The question here would be directed at Penny. Why do you think that is, Penny?
I just think women are more emotional and non-sexual. Well, they are sexual, but I don't think it's more for men that are sexual.
Right, so it's a sexualized fetish, right?
Yeah.
That seems to appeal to a certain demographic of men, correct? Yeah, so if you were to have a methodology for the identification of mental illness, wouldn't that methodology include looking for anomalies in human behavior? That would be how you would identify if somebody is mentally ill or not, right?
Yo, you gotta fucking.
Yeah.
And these are definitely anomalies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely anomalies. So just saying, from my perspective, it just sounds like a bunch of mentally ill lunatics that are essentially being taken advantage of by predatory women. Now, the reason I disagree with you on this, Laura, is because I think that what happens is you're able to sidestep the female responsibility portion of this by just saying, oh, the men want it, though, and they're just beta. No, I don't think so. I think that the women here are just as responsible as them because they're taking advantage of men who
Well,
are
I didn't
mentally
say the men
disturbed.
want it and like they're not responsible. I don't think it's a great thing to do. Obviously, it's never something I've done. So no, but I think that they're young. They don't really know what they're doing, and probably in 10 years they might regret doing it. But the problem is, if they don't do it, some other woman will. You know, like it's an industry, it's a kink, it's a fetish, it's like dominatrix. It falls in that line of work. So there'll always be someone. And really, unless we fix the crisis of masculinity, it's not going to be fixed. And it is a mental illness, but you could argue that doing porn is a mental illness. Being
I often
dominated
do.
is a mental illness. Like all these things
Yeah.
are mental illnesses.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would make the direct correlation this way with something like doing pornography, for instance, right? But in the case of somebody who actually wants to physically have a woman's foot stomp on their genitalia,
Well, that's
for the
different. I'm
purposes-
talking about the guys just giving her like $10 for coffee, you know, or $1,000. Yeah, that's a different
Well, they're
level
not,
of
but
mental
they're not
illness.
doing that, right? They're giving her money. She has 1,825 paying clients per year who are actually soliciting a service from her, and that service is to be humiliated by her.
Listen, I'm
right?
not condoning it. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're condoning
Yeah.
it. I'm just saying the reason that I think that these men probably are mentally ill and they're just being taken advantage of is because that's such an anomaly from the male perspective of behavior that I would have to categorize it in that other category of like, this is Fruit Loop shit, right? This is it's so far outside of the ordinary for men to seek out social shaming by women. I don't know how else to categorize it except as a mental illness.
if she has thousands of clients though, and she's only one woman, is it really that far out of the realm, or like have the men in America just totally lost it?
Out of 180 million men, it's essentially a statistical
Yeah,
anomaly.
but this is one girl. Like, how big do you think your guys' industry is?
Even if
I
it
heard
was
it's a
100
large industry.
Not
Yeah, even
really.
if it was
No?
50,000,
Not many
even
people
if it was 50,000 men, that would be an extraordinary small sample size.
That's still
for the
too many.
comparison of men. Well, I'm not saying it's not too many, but I'm just saying that it's such a small sample size. Like, there's far more trans people out there than 50,000. I mean, far more. So, yeah, I would say that it's such a limited case of actual men. Yeah, it's a niche, and I'm sure that there's some women who can do fairly well in the niche, but it's so outside of the purview for men to seek out social shaming by women. Usually the opposite is what you see, right? They're afraid to engage with women because they seek not to be socially shamed by them. In this case, the fetish is that they do. So I don't know how else I would categorize that.
There are also
make
men
sense?
that are like CEOs and they have so much money sometimes because they're always so powerful. By the end of the day, they're so exhausted that they want someone to push them to the limit, maybe.
Yes.
Because
That's what I was gonna say.
there are a lot of CEOs that will be like strong and powerful at the job, but then when they come home, they're like a different being, and they just want to be used and abused and tell them they're worthless so they can go work and have more energy at work.
Yes.
It just sounds like some like bizarre power fantasy. My guess is
Yeah.
these are men who are mostly saving up their SSI paychecks and their Social Security disability in order to get this sort of gratification. Not high-powered CEOs with massive jobs where they're raking in millions of dollars. What would even be the incentive for that, right? They could get really, really high-class, like international prostitutes to come in and do this service for them. There would be no reason to go on some social service where they could even potentially expose themselves, right? So it seems like it's probably more likely if you're dealing with the numbers of anywhere from $50 to a few $1,000s, even $10,000. That's not that much money to save up over time if you're on some sort of disability or mentally ill, that type of thing.
But you mentioned prostitution. So do you think that it's not mentally ill and it's more fair if the guy is paying for a sexual service, then that's fine. Like, then he's not being taken advantage of. Is that your view?
No, I think that he's not being taken advantage of in the same exact way. So I would say he's doing something which I would have a moral problem with, but I'm not so sure it's outside the social purview of how enough men act that I would consider that to be a mental illness. I wouldn't say that it's such a rarity in the kind of psyche of the male that they could just go out and spend a couple $100 for some pussy some night, right? And that's it, right? I'm not sure that I would categorize that in the same type of category as I'm seeking out social shame from the opposite sex on purpose and paying for it. These seems like you're kind of identifying an extreme and then comparing something which isn't so extreme against it.
Fair.
Yeah.
Can you, Andrew, could you ask a question? I'm just dealing with a couple things here.
Yeah, sure. So just to keep going here. So you, Penny, you've recently gotten involved in the kind of femdom industry, right?
Yes.
And how long have you been involved? She has since March.
Like, I would say 2 months.
About 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay. And has your career as exploded as hers?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. Okay. And so when Brian was asking you earlier about the kind of crazier things that you have done, was the craziest thing that you've done with the femdom thing just the going and crushing this guy's balls with Kylie? Just like right into the mic if you can.
Yeah.
That was it. Okay, that was it. And so how many clients would you say monthly you have?
10 or 20.
10 or 20. Okay, so a significantly smaller size.
Yes.
And what are the general requests that they're asking you for?
Just pictures of my feet or myself. Just normal pictures, mostly.
It doesn't. So, okay, so those requests, though, don't sound like dominatrix requests, right?
No. Well, no. They just want to see me happy and, like, with money.
Okay, so you're not, most of these people, you're not even, like, talking bad to them?
Well, no,
You're not saying
I do
that-
talk bad, but I'm talking about requests from them. Just pictures.
Just
But if
picture,
they're
that's
showing feet, like she's sending feet pictures, are they like foot fetish maybe more than findom?
Both.
I think it's more
Yeah.
that they like imagine themselves like bowing at our feet. So they
Yeah.
just like to look at our
Yeah,
feet.
that's what it is.
Got it.
Very weird.
Or like laying money.
So are
by your
most of them
feet.
like into domination at the forefront of it, like, or do you think it's purely like financial?
I mean, the best way I can describe it is just like a guy that gets off to a gold digger relationship. Like he just thinks it's hot that a girl is using him for his money and being mean to him. Like that's the main thing.
Interesting.